Lesson 3-6. This is a review of the distributive property of how to figure out a multiplication problem when you don't already know the answer. So let's say we have 7 times 4, and we want to break that up. We can use the distributive property, make our parentheses, multiplication, multiplication. So one of the factors we want to keep the same. So we're going to choose to keep the 4 the same. So the 4 goes here and here. This one gets a 4, that gets a 4, we all get a 4. We're going to choose to break up this 7. Now the easiest way to do that is with one of the factors being 5. So because we know our 5s are easier to count by. So if we break 7 up into 5 and 2, because 5 plus 2 equals 7, then the 7 we break it down, 5 and 2. 5 plus 2 equals 7. So it doesn't matter if we have a 5 and a 2 or if we have a 7, we're going to get the same answer. So 5 times 4 equals 20. 2 times 4 equals 8. Then we add them up, break it down, add it up. So 20 plus 8 equals 28. Therefore, 7 times 4 equals 28. If you're looking at the Reteach page that I sent home, okay? We want to multiply 3 times 5. Now this one's kind of silly because you can count by 5s, 5, 10, 15, and get there. So it's an easy one. So let's just look at it so that we can understand, since we actually already know the answer, okay? On a bar diagram, we have 3 groups of 5. We always put our total up here. So 3 groups of 5, 5, 10, 15. Our answer is 15. So 3 groups of 5 equals 15. 3 groups of 5 equals 15. Now, let's just say we didn't know that. Or let's take this simple example to understand the distributive property. We have 2 different factors. We have a 3 and we have a 5. So we want one of them to stay the same. So we're going to keep our 5. This one gets a 5, that one gets a 5, I get a 5, you get a 5, everybody gets 5. We want to break this 3 up into something that's a little bit more manageable for us. So that can only be a 2 and a 1. 2 plus 1 equals 3. So 3 times 5 is equal to 2 times 5 is equal to 10, and then they were giving you this one, 1 times 5 is equal to 5. And then of course we broke it down. Next step is to add it up. 3 times 5 equals 15. Okay? So now you try this one for the bar diagram. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 groups of 6. Oops, there you go. 8 groups of 6. So obviously you need to continue to fill out this bar diagram, and then you need your total at the top. Now 8 groups of 6 is a big number to try to work out in your head if you don't already have it memorized. So use a piece of paper and write down 8 groups of 6. Choose one of the factors to stay the same. My suggestion is the 6. Keep the 6 the same. Break down the 8. So make your parentheses. Okay? If your 6 is going to stay the same, it's in the second factor position, so it should go here. And now you need to decide, how can I break down this 8? Again, the suggestion is use 5 as one of the factors. So if you break down 8 into 5, there should be another number here. This plus this equals 8. Put those 2 numbers here. Put 5 in one of the places. Put the other factor there. Multiply it out, and then add it up. So pause the video and try it. Okay, hopefully you've come back. you probably broke up your 8 into 5 and 3. So 5 times 6 is 30. 3 times 6, you need to add 6 plus 6 plus 6, right? So 2 groups of 6 is 12, plus 1 more group. You can work it off to the side. Okay, so if you didn't already know, 3 times 6 is 18. Then we broke it down, add it up. So down here, we do 30 plus 18 equals 48. So 6 times 8, don't be late, leaving from gate, 48. Okay, down at the bottom of this page, we want to find 7 times 5 with known facts. Again, 5s are very easy. We can just count by the 5s, but let's use it as an example and just make sure we understand what we're doing here. Okay, here's our whole group. 7 groups of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. 7 groups of 5. Okay, 7 and 5. Again, one of them needs to stay the same. Keep the 5. That's going to be the easiest to count by. Don't break down the 5. You want to keep the 5 because it's easiest to multiply by. So here's our 5, 5, and 5. We broke down that 7 into 2 and 5. So here is, of this array here, we did 2 groups of 5 in the first parentheses, and 5 groups of 5. Okay, so 2 groups of 5, multiply this out, write the answer there, and 5 groups of 5. Remember what one whole hand equals when you're counting by 5. There's a special number there that 5 times 5 equals, or you can just count by 5s. Okay, and you're going to get your answer there. And then this number plus this number, you're going to add up. They already gave you the top one. You're going to put this bottom number in there and then add them up. On the back, draw a picture for known facts using 9 times 8. Again, you know the 9s trick, but we will just work it out just in case. But you know the 9s trick. 9 times 8, you have to start out with whatever number you're multiplying by 9. The first digit in the tens place is 1 less than that, so 7, and then 7 plus what equals 9, and that'll give you your second number there. So 9's trick, whatever you're multiplying by the 9, your first digit is 1 less than that, so instead of 8 we use 7, and then 7 plus 2 equals 9. But to figure it out, I want you to try to do that by yourself on the back. Use your parentheses. Okay, you're looking at 9 groups of 8. You choose, break up the 9, break up the 8. It's up to you, whatever's easiest for you to work with. You should come up with 72. Whenever you're multiplying something by 9, whenever you look at your final answer, make sure that those 2 digits added together equal 9. It's a good way to check your work. And the first digit should be 1 less than what you're multiplying by. Okay, good job, good luck, and I'll see you tomorrow.